Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Chat Club podcast.
Welcome back, you guys.
So today we actually have a very special guest. And if anybody wanted to ever meet my husband, this is your chance.
So am I like a guest star?
Yeah,
or am
of
I just a
course.
guest? Because I'd like to be
We
the
don't get
guest
too many
Guest
of these, so this is
star.
very, very special.
This is
God.
our first three-way.
Oh my
my
God,
Lord.
my very first
That's
one.
kinda, so, I mean, here's the deal. This is not my thing, okay? But thank you for having me. Not my thing.
Yeah.
Hi, Faye.
Hi, Blaine. How are we all doing today?
Really well. How are you?
I'm good. I
Your
got this new
lipstick
crop
color
top
choice
from
today
Shein,
is...
so I'm flaunting it.
From where? Sheen?
Shein, $7. I know
So-
I shouldn't be supporting, the sweatshops and whatnot.
What are you talking about?
I guess Shein is very cheap material, and they use like sweatshops in Indonesia or whatever. These are hearsay. I don't know, but I am a cheap hoe, so I need clothes for a reasonable price.
You're a hoe on a budget.
Faye,
Exactly, a hoe on a
Faith.
budget.
That is a very interesting thing that you mentioned, sweatshops. So, first of all, your lipstick color is great. It's very nice. So before I go down the avenue of whether you should shop there or not based on Shein and things like this, sometimes the mathematics actually work out. So it's possible that the quality of life is not necessarily how we would choose to live it,
Right.
but maybe okay for them. Okay.
Right.
So, and it's not all about labor cost. So you paid $7 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a value to me because it should have been 100% more than that.
Well, it's funny because Blaine and I like spend our evenings. This is so weird. Watching YouTube videos, and Blaine's
love
is like
that.
about like the world and like economy and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he watched a little like segment on fast fashion and what like where the clothes actually end up, and they actually end up in like markets in like other countries, and they are resold. Like they're like thrift markets.
Okay,
Oh,
so the
okay,
people
that
that are
makes sense.
manufacturing
Trim
them,
them,
and you're
yeah.
buying them for $7,
Yes.
and then you wear it for a few years, and then it goes back to a thrift store, donated,
Yes.
or it can't be sold, then it leaves this country and goes back potentially to the country of manufacturer, and then the people that manufactured it get to sell the thing within their own space, right?
The
Or
money
it gets
now.
recycled into a variety of other things which they can sell as well. So
Okay.
it's just, I think it's really important to understand more globally what
No,
it could be or could
absolutely.
not be. And then celebrate the day of your $7 shirt that now would cost at least $14.
I mean, like whenever I want to shop at like stores that like do have my size and it's good quality, this would probably be like 30, maybe $40 for a t-shirt. And it's
Right.
cropped.
So,
So I would
what
still
you're
have
doing
bought
there,
this for 14, but it was $7.98. So I'm like, add to cart. Are there more in different
Add to cart.
colors?
Right.
So it's just very interesting how that works out,
Yes.
right? Because what would happen there is if you took that shirt right there and had taken an opportunity to sew in a different label in it, Calvin Klein, YSL, whatever it may be, Gucci, then we could mark it up like another $500, and you could be like, oh, look at my beautiful shirt, right? But it's literally the same thing.
So
So
crazy.
yeah, we bought a chair, and even if this doesn't make it to the cut, that's fine. Brandon and I bought a chair, Herman Miller chair.
Okay.
And we went and looked at them on our journey to replace our furniture in our house. And this chair that I've always wanted, the baseline chair, brace yourself, was $5,000 for one chair. One chair, yes, one chair.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the basic one. If you got like no legs or anything,
Right.
the one that we wanted was $8,000. And I was like, oh my goodness, where's this thing made? So I
Right.
went on, I did the research, and we bought the chair
In Italy
direct.
or what?
from Temu
Hell yeah, that's where I got my cat litter box.
to our
Fantastic.
door. Yes, for $600.
Oh, I know. I got the cat litter box is huge, and I got it for like $40, and on Amazon they were trying to sell it for like over $300.
Oh, I hear you. The
For
greed is
cats?
just incredible.
Oh my God, no.
Right.
Right. Can you meow for me?
Wow.
Oh
Kitty,
my
kitty, kitty.
God.
You gotta love a
okay.
cat.
We're getting to furry territory.
Look at how good she looks over there, howling like a cat. So I admire you for being economically aware.
Thank you.
Right? We shop at Aldi.
Yes.
Yes.
PSA.
What's PSA mean?
I don't know.
Public service announcement.
I know what public service
I did
announcement
not
for
know
anybody
that. I
is
do
living
see that a
life.
lot, and I just don't really
Yes.
acknowledge what that means.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I also got another shirt from Shein. I wore it today at daycare, and it said, "Please be patient with me. I was born in the 1900s."
So do you
Yeah.
know that
Oh, I see.
oh wait, that's
Really?
funny.
The implication of that is that you're old, but you were born in the 1900s.
Yes, and it
I was
had
born in the
like
2000s.
a buggy with like wagon wheels and horses pulling it, like I was from the pioneer age. So I love that as well.
You know what? I would like to take an opportunity to quiz the two of you about a couple things.
Sure.
Okay. Do you know what a laser disc is?
I've definitely heard it. I've heard that name,
Okay.
but it hasn't
A
anything
laser
to
disc.
do with like a floppy disk or a CD.
No, back in the day, they had these huge discs that were like gigantic DVDs, and you would play them. It's called a laser disc. Do you know what a Betamax is?
What was that? Betamax?
Betamax. Betamax was before VHS. Do you know what a VHS
Really?
cassette is?
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Mhm. Do you know what a rotary telephone is?
Yeah.
I
I would
Do you
play
know
with
what
my
this
my
telephone
grandma
is,
still
right?
has one. Oh no, she used to. She got rid of it. But I would play with that thing. I was obsessed with old time telephones for the longest. I wanted one so bad.
Did you guys grow up with wall telephones?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Landlines.
Did you have a dial-up modem?
Yes.
A dial-up internet. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Dial
dial-up
up
modem.
for our computer.
Like,
I was
You
never
had to
allowed to
wait
touch the
forever?
computer. We only had one my mom was living with her boyfriend. Unless I really begged her to play a game on it, but then I guess I got a virus on the computer, so then I was not able to touch it again. And then when my mom died, my dad didn't have any internet. I think eventually he grabbed like a hotspot so I could do some kind of homework from home.
oh.
But truly, I didn't have any of that. I can't relate to any of that.
Do you think it was because they didn't want you to see the search history?
No, I don't even think my parents really knew how to work it out. I found Dad, if you ever listen to this, I love you. I'm sorry, but I did find his stash of Playboy's magazines, like a couple
Playboy
of
is
years ago,
pointless.
and it was under all this scrap because I thought I threw something out from the mail, and I was looking, and it was all in his big burn pile to start fires down in the furnace.
On his big
There
burn
was a
pile.
whole stack of them. I was astonished.
They weren't his.
What was that?
They were friends. They were friends. They weren't his.
They were friends. They were acquaintances.
So I need you, I know I've met your dad, remind me his name.
That's literally our last name.
Your dad's name is Jerome?
No, Thomas.
Oh! Yeah, I thought you said literally, yeah.
Our last
Edit that
name.
out. I thought
It
you
is
said literally your
Jerome,
last name, like
Jerome.
Jerome. No shit. Okay. I mean,
Like
whatever.
Duran.
Very, very Madonna. I just.
Yeah.
I'm certain those didn't belong to Thomas, and years ago, Playboy was risque, and now that's just like whatever. You see that on TV.
I know.
regular-
Yeah. And like
A boob comes
anything
out
is
on.
free now to the tips of your fingers for everything.
Yeah.
I love that for us. I love what we're talking about. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So you were gonna ask me something, Brandon?
Oh no, I was just asking you how your week was.
Oh, just
Yeah.
any other week.
Yeah.
Let's see. A child did tell me to shut the fuck up earlier.
Oh.
Age?
He is 2.5.
A 2.5-year-old? And did
a
they
couple
use it
weeks
correctly?
ago, he said, "Faith, you're a dick ass." I'm like,
Ah!
thank you.
Wow.
Oh damn.
Same
wow,
child.
that's parenting
yes.
at its finest right
Still
there.
love him to death, but wow. Okay, thank you.
So, did he use it correctly?
Not really. He thought he was being
Oh.
silly, like he was just goofing around. It wasn't like "shut the fuck up," something like that. Yeah. So
If
He,
that
like,
was our
didn't
kid,
realize.
at,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
2,
Blaine
they'd
always-
be using it correctly.
Blaine always told the girls that if you were to use a swear word, you have to use it correctly for it to be okay.
oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Right?
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't able to curse at all, and then like
No,
when I was
literally.
like 18, I finally
It
started
was
to like
the floodgates.
ease in a little bit.
No. Faith, it was night and day. You would not curse, even though we were like 15, 16 at the lunch table, all of us cursing.
I know.
Faith would refuse to curse. And the moment she turned 18, literally the day, it was like the floodgates opened
I got
and
a
the
tattoo,
F-bombs were
and I was just a
landing.
different bitch.
Yeah.
So did you get in trouble for profanity?
No, I don't know, being in a Christian household, like, I didn't, like, my mom and dad always said, don't even say, oh my God. So it was just something like that. And to this day, I'll swear around my dad, and he's like, that's not ladylike. And then he'll go, and my brother will go ahead and just start cursing around. I'm like, cool. I love
I
a
was at a-
double-sided vibe. You
We
know?
love misogyny.
Yes,
What-
love you
okay,
again,
my
Dad.
God.
Shout out.
What is misogyny?
Misogyny?
Yeah.
It's like
Men who are against women, kind of.
yeah, like it's like that's like Bailey.
Not like
basic,
a whole
like,
against,
blanket
but more
term.
like they
Is
always
that
feel
TV
way
show
more
that you guys want to
superior
emulate?
than women.
What?
That show you guys really like, Handmaid's Tale.
That is a really good show, and it just
Like that's
ended.
top tier misogyny right there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally.
Like it doesn't get worse than that.
That's like not even misogyny; it's like oppression.
So you guys actually watched that show.
Yeah,
I
watched
haven't
it
watched
until the end.
newest season, but that is some fucked up shit right there. And this world's
Yeah,
like
you would
slowly
not be
coming
able
to it.
You would not like it. You would not like it. It's really, really dark.
Oh. Like I would be angry at the way they treat
Oh,
people.
you would be
Horrible.
like if you how you felt during Game of Thrones when they burned that child alive. Like you would feel 10
this
times
isn't
that
even
feeling.
anything like that. Like
Yeah, that's nothing like it.
no. Because even if you
Like-
don't, like, they say these things saying, how are you, Gertrude? Blessed day, blessed is the fruit. And if they don't say something like that, they'll get, like, an eyeball plucked out or some shit.
Yeah.
And these are women.
Or their tongue cut out, or
Yeah.
they're hung on a wall.
And
or
these
they're
aren't
sent to the
just any
colonies.
women. These are the only women that have proven that they're able to breed.
Breathe. So
They're
these are
literally
women.
only meant for breeding.
Yeah.
To give
So they become these
high class
so-
people a baby.
Right. So The Handmaid's Tale is a dystopian, but it's like set in our time, but it's dystopian in a reality of
Yes.
there is a huge decline in birth rates, like huge decline, and it's due to like genetics and like the foods, the poisons that are in our foods, blah blah blah, prevent women to bear children. So there is this society where these women are no longer women; they are now government property.
Yep.
And they are placed in a household with two people who are unable to have children. They are placed into a household and they perform ceremonies where the men rape the women,
But the
And-
wife is also there.
but the wife
hold
has
her
to be there to
down.
hold her down
And you watch this, why?
because the show is so good.
It doesn't sound
Because-
very good.
The main
And it's good to
character,
watch. Yes,
kind of like you see an uprising happening.
She
you're
creates-
rooting
she creates a
her-
a revolution, like she
Yes.
revolts against the government and like
Creating a
you watch
rebellion.
her entire
Yes.
story.
So in the end, they win.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, for
no, I still
God's
haven't seen the
sake.
latest season, so you might have to watch it.
Probably not.
I know what happens in the end. but
Having
not
daughters
everybody.
makes me like see everything very differently in the
insane.
world.
It's really insane. I mean, like honestly, like I would tell us to watch it, but I think that you would not be okay with. Like there's moments in the shows where I literally had to pause the show and I had to not watch it until the next day because I had to process what I just watched.
Wow,
That's
that sounds
how
like something we should
Outlander
get into.
is.
Right, like it's literally so
God.
graphic.
Did we see Outlander?
No, that was on Netflix. Yeah.
It's so good. I was obsessed with it. But my friend Jamie wanted me to watch it, so I started watching it. And I'm like, girl, you never gave me any trigger warnings for any of this. Like, there's
Oh,
lots
shit.
of rape, lots of it.
Oh, her.
Oh,
Kind of like Game of Thrones was kind of that way, but not that bad.
They don't even touch on that. Like, it's also a love story, but it's set in like the 1700s
Sure.
in Scotland and in France. And then, like, it's all historically quite correct. Like, they hit
Yeah.
monuments in history, and that's pretty cool. But it's also about time traveling. This woman
okay.
time travels through these magical stones, and it's set in 1940, and she goes back into the 1700s where she gets stuck and she doesn't understand how to come back, falls in love. But along the way, Lots of darkness. Yeah.
Damn.
But also great show.
Yeah, is that so weird? It's like
But-
these really morbid shows, but you're
Yeah.
like, wait, no. But at the
But
end, it's really
I know.
good.
Well, it'll come out of nowhere. Like we're all just having
Yeah.
a great time, and then oh shit, okay, I need to go and just sit in my room in silence while I process this. That's how like 13
Right.
Reasons Why was. For me.
Yeah.
So see, I can't carry that.
Yeah.
I don't have the. I don't
It was
have
hard.
the capacity.
Like that was something that I would always think about for like a really long time. Like
I
I
would just sit
can't
there and stew
escape
and be
that
like,
from
"Oh
my
my God,
head.
is this the
No,
reality?
so Blaine, it would keep him up at night.
Is this the reality that we're going to face? Is this where our
Right.
world is really going? What do you think about
Yeah.
that? How can we do to protect it? Right? I was be going nuts.
No, 100%. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because aren't a lot of people I've heard, and I want to be very careful going down a political path, but is that not what people felt like we might be going back to, which was
Oh,
Handmaid's
no,
Tale,
and-
the references?
100%.
Yes, lots of people have been making references to The Handmaid's Tale because
so-
of people taking like women's rights away.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Right. And because, like, the first thing that they did was take away the abortion law.
Right. The Roe
And
versus
then-
Wade whole debacle.
Yeah, and that's in the book, and then or in the show, and then in the show it kind of describes how they dismantled our current like society, where they like women would show up for their jobs, and their key cards wouldn't work,
Nope.
and then they would call and be like, "What the hell happened?" And they're like, "We legally cannot employ you."
Okay.
And
No
then
money.
and
They
then
couldn't have any credit
they
cards. Nothing.
their bank accounts were merged with their husbands, or
Okay.
if they didn't have a husband, their bank accounts were vanished.
Okay.
So like it's insane. It's insane.
Wild.
And but yeah. So but I actually just finished that show. Like I just finished The Handmaid's Tale the other
I've been
day.
thinking about
So-
like maybe restarting it just to get a good refresh.
You
step
should.
into it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do too.
You know that it's not plausible for this to become a reality if The Simpsons didn't predict it.
No, you're right.
Right.
So did The Simpsons predict this?
No, you're right. You're absolutely
true.
right.
Okay, so we're
just
You're
not going
right.
down that
You're
road.
right.
It hasn't
We're
made
not
it on the
gonna
show
think about
yet.
it. We're not
Yeah.
even gonna think about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Do they still make that show?
This is the golden age, baby.
I think they still make The Simpsons.
I don't
Yeah?
watch adult cartoons, so I have no fucking idea.
I think they still. I mean, listen, if some things have been overcooked, right, Faith? It's like the
Right.
steak you want me to make when you're here, where it's like, Blaine, just leave it on the fryer till it's like so terrible.
Right.
There's only one person that wants a steak more well done than you, and that's Brandon's dad.
Right. No, he like wants a hockey puck.
I'm getting better at that, really. I'm getting better
yeah.
at more raw steaks.
Walk it through the kitchen.
No. Can't.
So
do
Blaine,
that.
how does it feel being on a podcast? This is your first podcast ever.
I mean, this is so it's like listening to the two of you and having a chat with you
Yeah.
in the room when
Yeah.
you're like here, but you're there.
Yeah.
So it's a little different having you there.
Right. You get
Than
used to
here.
it though as we like
Yeah,
go
you
on.
get used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like to listen to the two of you chicks talk as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faith always has really cool shit to say.
I know.
Thank you.
That's why we do this.
A little bit later, one of the topics that you have, I'm going to have Faith sing a little song to us.
So funny. Okay, so Blaine wanted to be educated on all topics that we discussed.
I love
So
that.
he requested to have every article emailed to him so he could review and read everything.
I love that.
And yeah, he just wanted to be
Homework.
prepared.
Well, wait,
Yes.
don't you read what you're going to talk about a little bit?
No, I wing
surprise
it.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
dropped the ball.
Then
on
how
her.
on earth? I mean, this shit is so fucking random
No,
that Brandon
because
puts
she's
out there.
up to culture.
How
Oh,
can
yeah.
you possibly be up to culture on this shit? Ready? Okay, start. If you're gonna start,
Sure. Well, we're gonna start soon. I want to get into the
We're easy
stories,
into it.
but
This
yeah,
is just a catch up right now.
yeah, this is catch up.
what did you do this weekend?
The condiment. What?
What did you do this weekend?
This
Gorgeous.
past weekend. Oh, I helped my friend paint her basement. I messed up my nails, but that's fine. They're $10 from Walgreens, so we're not that
My
mad
God.
about it. Sunday.
Those are
I
Lee
just
press-on
cleaned-
nails.
Yep.
Let's see.
Like up to this or.
Like your nails. Let's just. My God, you're getting a value. Those are only $10.
I know. They're also kind of like wearing off because they were $10. Like the like.
How
the
much are they
paint
if you ordered them from Shein?
I didn't even think about that. I should order them from Shein. I know.
Shit.
It's
I
a
just saw these at
lifetime
Walgreens
supply
and I'm
for
like,
$10.
They're from the Wicked collection, Glinta. I'm not a really big green person, even though I'm wearing a green shirt right now. But for nails, that's just not my vibe.
Yeah, yeah. I got roofied.
You did? I love that for you.
Well, I mean, this is probably the most logical conclusion, but, you know.
I love how you just slipped that in there.
No,
We're talking
like,
about
God, you're
nails.
such a
I got
dork.
roofied.
we went out
Right?
to drinks. We went out to drinks on Friday and for our friend's birthday. And I only had 5 drinks within the span of 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it was longer than that
Or
because we
4,
got there
yeah.
at 5.
Yeah, we got there at
And
5.
didn't we leave at
left
11?
10.
Was it 10 or 11?
We left at, so it's
Was
been
this
fi-
at
so it's
Robin
5
Melissa's?
hours.
It's 1 beer
No.
an hour.
Oh, I love
This was
Robin
at,
Melissa.
so yeah, it was 1 beer an hour. That's not crazy.
Maybe you were having an allergic reaction.
Oh, maybe. No, seriously, like I got home and I don't even remember, like I come home and I don't even remember grabbing my dog. Like I grab my dog and I go upstairs and then that's all I remember. And then I remember our friend Kelly coming over and like basically nursing me back to life. and then I like the next day, Blaine was like, it was terrifying.
It was violent, the reaction that he had. And I'm asking him,
Are
so you want to go to the
you weren't
hospital
drinking
here?
any of the THC drinks, right? That's
No.
the thing.
No.
Oh,
It
no,
was literally
girl.
just
He would have
an
been
apple cider.
asleep.
Huh.
No, it was,
Like a
apple,
bad
it was a
batch.
cider
Maybe it was
beer.
like
was a cider beer.
fermented fruit was in it, you know?
I don't know. But I swear, like it was like I was drugged.
It was, without being too terribly descriptive, like
Yeah.
Brandon was vomiting for hours and he was literally
True.
screaming while he was doing it.
You know, you've always been
Yeah.
a vomiting queen, though, whenever you're drinking.
Yeah, you know what? That is so true.
Right, and our daughter's standing there going, "Oh my God, what's going on here?" And I'm like, Jolene's going, "Are you taking him to the hospital?"
Yeah,
the
it was a
Queen
whole deal.
Jolene, and I'm not being delinquent on
Hi,
the
Mom.
thing. What do you do with it?
What's up, Jelly?
Yeah, so that was so fun. But we also had a party on Memorial Day, and that was super fun. Pool party.
I know you
Um,
invited me. I did not go. So sorry.
Yeah, she
I
did
went
not
last year.
come. A loser.
That's
Did
when
you read at
I
church?
got this tattoo right here. And then the next day I went in his pool and now it looks sketchy as fuck.
Let me see.
Yeah,
True.
Let's look at the nails and the tat.
it's right here. Oh, you like
looks
this? I
fine.
lost this one today. Don't you
What
make
one?
any comments because the last time when I lost a nail around you, that's when I found out something that I did not want to know.
About lesbians?
Yes. No against nothing against
Nothing
that.
against lesbians.
I said something about lesbian with your nail.
Yeah, I've never heard of such a thing. And I was like, so I would just hide it.
It's like because you know how like lesbians will only have like their first they'll have long nails on these 3 fingers and then these 2 will be short.
I never said anything
Yes.
about
Bullshit.
this.
Yes.
I
No,
have these
because you're at a
people. They are
restaurant, and this lady
crazy.
she was stereotyped. Okay,
She was
Was she
stereotyped
hanging
lesbian.
with us?
and you're like, oh, no wonder she was extra nice to you, Faith. I'm like, what do you mean? Looking at
Hey.
my hand, and I'm like,
Listen, girl,
does
I've
that
been trying to
mean?
tell you for years.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
right?
oh god.
You do drive a Subaru, right?
Did you say, do I drive a Subaru?
I mean, yeah.
I drive a Jeep Cherokee. But anyway, should we hop into some story time?
Yeah, so we're going to hop into some hot summer stories,
Yes.
and we are going to talk. We have about 5 stories, but Faith has some things that she wants to add into.
Yeah.
But we have some stories that we're going to cover that happened this past week that seem kind of crazy and hot topics that we really want to talk about.
Yeah.
And
The only
Blaine, you are
thing-
here to do your commentary.
Faith,
Yes.
the only stories that are going to be a surprise to me are yours. So please be sure they're delicious because I did statistical analysis and research
Yeah,
on what Brandon's
he
going to talk
really
about
took
now.
it seriously,
Right? Because
was
I
like,
want
he
to
was
seem
taking
intelligent.
He was taking it more serious than I would ever.
Yes, but I'm on the up and up.
That's
If you would have said
incredible.
these people's names, I'd be like, who?
I treat this like how I did in high school, like whenever there was big speeches or presentations, I wung it. I feel like it would just give me more anxiety to actually do the work, and I would always get an A. Yes.
Not me.
So, okay, so our first story
Yes.
is Hailey Bieber. Hailey Bieber, this is the story. Hailey Bieber appears downcast as Justin Bieber, her husband, causes new drama on social media. Hailey Bieber makes solo appearance after Justin Bieber makes hurtful comments about her major cover story. So she is on the cover of Vogue. And I don't know if you know the huge impact of being on the cover of Vogue is. It's like what every celebrity strives for.
When I was on the cover of
like
Vogue,
Kim
it did
Kardashian,
nothing
that
for
was
me.
her whole goal of life, was to ever be on the Vogue magazine, and then she did
on the Vogue. And
she's
then
been on
did
like
it.
many different kinds, like different countries of it too.
So she made an appearance in Beverly Hills on Tuesday, but she did not seem like in a very pleasant mood. But everybody's speculating that it's because of the hurtful comments that Justin Bieber made about her cover story. So he ended up posting Hailey's cover on his social media, and then the caption was bashing on her,
saying like
in the caption,
he's literally told to her face, you're never, like, because they got into a bad fight and just started saying you're never gonna make it onto Vogue and stuff like that.
So was he saying that to try to make people feel bad so she would make it on the cover of Vogue, or did he actually believe that she would never make it on the cover of Vogue?
She already accomplished it. He said that whenever they were in arguments or in a bad they were in a bad place in the relationship, he would use the statement, you will never make it, you will never be on Vogue, in a way to attack her.
So he's super hot and a bitch too.
So he is just he's kind of been making a ton of news. Like, he was just on stage with SZA, and there was a performance, and basically, he did not seem well. Like, SZA was at one point, holding his head.
hand. Yeah.
Oh,
his
and,
head,
holding his face to, be like, bro, you're on stage. Perform.
Like, stay with me. Come on.
Yeah, stay with me. Wake up.
Yeah.
Because really?
Yeah,
everyone's
like
we don't know
involved in drugs.
Yeah, we don't know if it was drugs or if it was too much alcohol. But the very beginning, when it first shot out, they're like, wow, see, just Justin Bieber just needs a black woman to make him happy. Look at him. He's in love.
Faith.
But
Brandon broke into Baby Baby the other night in his violent vomiting session.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to hold his head.
I just
so
thought
maybe he should have been with scissors.
When I was blacked out drugged, I should just serenade Blaine with Baby Baby.
So that was going to be my
it's
special
a full
request.
circle moment right there.
Well, actually not yet, because my special request of you was going to be to sing a little bit of Baby Baby to me, because I know you've got pipes.
You want me to sing Baby Baby?
Just
I think it's just Baby.
Tiny bit.
But
you sing whatever you want. It's not Baby Baby.
No,
what
it's
does
just
it say,
Baby.
It's just Baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
if it was multiple, that we'd be here for a long time for the title.
If it was Baby Baby, then it would be the threesome that you guys proposed at the beginning of the show. So go ahead, let's hear it.
I know the chorus and everything, but whenever I think of that song, I think of Ludacris saying, "When I was 13, I had my first love.
First love.
Ain't nobody gonna." But
okay,
she got me going crazy. Don't need no Starbucks, something like that. Oh God.
And
I was obsessed with that music video. I had my Razor pink flip phone, and you could only record 16 seconds of footage. So I had many slides of it on my phone because I would record for 16 seconds, then pause the video, make up a new one, record 16 seconds, pause the video. It was... And I would just do that with my time. Just watch clips of
But you have to say baby, 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 baby. Go for it.
Oh my God,
And
we are not
baby,
pressuring her
baby,
into
baby.
singing, Blaine.
No one wants to hear that right now. Baby,
So-
baby, baby.
So what do you think about Justin Bieber, like bashing on Hailey Bieber's cover story?
I think it's sick.
I think.
And then he changed
Well, I think
it.
he's jealous about the makeup deal.
Well, no, that's our next story, but we'll get into that. So he,
he's skipping
See, I read ahead.
So he had to So he had to change his caption. He removed the caption and just put emojis.
Yep, heart.
After the after like the backlash.
Yeah, but once that shit's out there, it's out there.
Right,
Yep.
because everybody
And
screenshotted
people
it.
got
So, like, everybody knows how he
screenshots.
feels.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
bitch.
I know. But everybody thinks that, like, well, poor Justin right now because the Diddy trial's going on, and they think that Justin Bieber, it's like alleged that he is a victim of Diddy's. And so
Right.
everyone thinks that, like, that he's getting into substance abuse because
Yeah.
of the Diddy trial going on.
Why is this boy not talking? Why are not people like on the squawk box
he's probably
speaking
scared
from up
Who
high?
shitless.
knows? He's probably scared shitless. You don't,
Diddy
like,
knows
Diddy
so
was a
many
hu-
people.
Yeah, and Diddy was a very powerful man, like
Yeah.
a very powerful man. And there was moments where you do not cross Diddy. If you cross Diddy, like people disappeared.
If we are still
That's
on
what
the
happened to his
Diddy-
wife, right?
Yeah, his wife got mysteriously died.
Am I able to sneak a thing in since we're talking about Diddy?
Yes.
Okay, so I was on the Daily Mail.
Yes.
And so Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, was on the
Yes.
stand to testify, yada, yada, yada.
Correct. Yeah.
So she brought up this one scenario, this one flashback of this time back in 2007 when her and Diddy went to this nightclub, got drunk, partied, whatever. She listed off 2 celebrities that were with them. One was this big top name music producer, David something. I didn't know who he was, so I wasn't paying attention to that. The next one was Britney Spears. Okay, 2007 for Britney, that was her
was
rough
a terrible
era.
year. I mean, she was on substances.
Yes. So it was September 7th when they went out to this big nightclub, got drunk, got crazy.
Okay.
The next day was September 8th, the day of the VMAs.
Oh shit.
And she was, that was when
That's
she
when
had,
she did Gimme More.
Yes, Gimme More.
performance.
Her
Okay.
iconic but also most regrettable performance of hers.
Regrettable moment ever. She was clearly lip syncing. She was clearly out of her fucking
Yes,
mind.
she talked about this in her memoir. She never mentioned anything
Yeah.
about Diddy or anything. She just said that
No,
she had a
of
really
course
rough
not.
night beforehand and all these other
Yeah.
factors. Like you could see the cheap hair extensions from when she shaved her
Yes.
head trying to pop through.
Yeah.
She was just she didn't have her original body because she just got done having a kid a couple months ago.
Right. And they like
And
squeezed her in that little thing.
Didn't
Yeah.
give her enough time to rehearse. Had her lip
Right.
sync. Like it was a shit show, but everyone
was a
remembers
shit show.
that performance. But yes,
Yeah.
Cassie told them like the night prior they were drinking, they were doing drugs, they were like it was crazy. So I thought that was crazy
Damn.
that the
That's
night
crazy news.
she spent it with Diddy, and then this is what we got. And I guess apparently Diddy was trying to get her not to perform because he knew like how trashed and crazy it was for her to go.
Damn.
So this was back when people watched the VMAs.
Correct.
Yes, most correctly, yes.
Yeah.
So maybe if she came back on and like tried to do that one more time,
Maybe.
right?
But yeah, and then she got all of the world's hate on her that day after that performance.
I mean that kind of era, the span of like 2006 to
And-
2009
Right.
for Britney Spears was just a really rough time.
And they pushed her to do that when she said she didn't want to. But that was to
Right.
push her for her to, go out, exposure for her next new album. That's why they're singing this big
Well, yeah,
single,
because
Give Me More.
they were, it was all about
And
money.
It was just, Also, her memoir, everyone should read it. It's fucking fabulous.
It's great. Mm-hmm. She didn't write it, but yeah.
She didn't write it, but it
No,
was
I
great.
listened. I listened to the audiobook, and that wasn't even her voice.
Yeah.
It was Heath Ledger's ex-girlfriend, Michelle.
Did
whatever.
ChatGPT write it?
Oh my God, probably.
And then like maybe she
Listen.
signed it?
Probably had a
Listen,
ghostwriter.
ChatGPT has my heart. I love Chat. Chat's amazing.
I was just talking to my coworker about ChatGPT because she just finished her freshman year in college, and I was like, what do your professors do? Like, I feel like it's so easy. You could do anything on that. And she said, a lot of professors have different viewpoints on it. I thought they would all be against it or something, but she said there also are a lot of I forgot the term she used, but things that they can cite and see, like what kind of source they used, if that was
References.
the case. Yeah, so. Yeah.
Oh,
Found it
that's crazy.
No matter what happened with
Yeah.
Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
Justin has been gorgeous from the beginning of his career
Blaine
all the
has
way
such a
until
crush on
now.
Justin.
I don't have a crush on him.
Oh,
I'm
he's-
just calling it
No,
as
but
it
he's not the
is.
only one. I'm still obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a
And
lot
he's
of
still-
people are.
But he's also is the one, like, he's one of the ones that he's always had raw talent. Like he's always had talent from the very start.
Correct. Right.
Like he's
right.
never just
Yeah,
been
like he's actually
an
good.
auto-tune
Right, and he was like,
king,
and that's
Yeah.
how he got signed was because of his talent.
And do you think that was his wiener in the picture?
I have
didn't
never
have
seen
a-
his pee-pee.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'll
that was
send
ever
you the
leaked.
picture
I know
later.
Drake was leaked.
Oh,
Tyler Posey
it's
was
so leaked. He's standing on the back of a boat.
Oh,
I
maybe
love
it
that for
was.
him.
Well, it's kind of like, have you ever seen Orlando Bloom? Like there is a photo of Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry like on a paddleboard somewhere, and he is so nude, like he is so out and proud about like his penis,
You know
and
what?
Katy Perry is like in the front of the paddleboard being like why am I here?
Oh my
Because he
goodness.
clearly knew the paparazzi was there.
That is so
So
Katy
cool.
Perry.
I know, I'm like
I'm not impressed.
how on brand. Yeah, it's like it's so on
Whatever.
brand. Yeah. But anyways, our second story has something to do with Hailey Bieber. She just signed a $1 billion deal. So she signed a $1 billion deal with her popular beauty brand, Rhode. And the company has now merged with E.L.F. Beauty.
Oh.
So,
I did not know that.
yeah. So the $1 billion deal, comprised of $8 million of consideration payable of closing and a combination of cash and stock, subject to customary agreements, and the additional potential earnout is about $2 million based on the future growth of the brand over the 3-year time frame. To fund the deal, E.L.F. secured about $600 million in debt financing. So Hailey Bieber took to Instagram saying, "When I launched Rhode in 2022, I always had big dreams for the company, and the most important thing to me was bringing Rhode to more spaces, places, and faces globally."
Hello, Kitty.
So she, so she's a billionaire. Well, she like.
So
her
you
company
did
is.
say $1 billion.
Yes.
So,
Damn.
I mean, there's no money in makeup.
Bro, what?
No, that's how
Right?
Kylie Jenner is so fucking rich.
That's
because
how-
of her
yeah, that's how
entire
Kylie Jenner
makeup
became a billionaire.
empire.
Was her Kylie Jenner cosmetics?
And you'll never understand, like, all makeup at like Ulta, Sephora, it could be like a tiny thing of lipstick, and that could be $23. But
Right.
when you need lipstick, you need a lip liner. The liner,
Do you
$18, and that's a
Oh, look at your
reasonable
lips. I'd like to
price.
point them out for
So
everybody.
we
They're
should
beautiful.
We
Mwah.
should watch
Thank
this
you.
YouTube documentary. I know it's kind of like controversial, but with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, where Jeffree Star does a whole documentary on like Jeffree Star's cosmetic brand and how he came up, and it shows the entire backworks of how Jeffree Star creates his like makeup and every packaging and how much money goes into
Yeah.
everything, and he talks a lot about the finances behind a makeup company.
I follow him for like really good like quality makeup, and he is always one to look for deals. He's like,
Yes.
don't buy this like Gucci makeup that's over $112 when you can have
Yes.
E.L.F. for $10. Like it works just the same,
And the
same
ingredients
coverage.
are the same.
Exactly. Like he's always trying to find, because he didn't grow up with money, so he's always trying to look
he
out
grew
for
up
people
super, super poor.
on what the best deals and what the best quality
Yeah.
is as well.
We should really watch that documentary. It's really good.
I would, I like economics. I'd be very interested.
Yeah.
It just seems like at $25 a stick for lipstick, it'd take a shitload to, kick through
I know.
$1 billion.
But these are people who have millions and millions of followers. So these like
Exactly.
millions and millions of people are
They
like,
wanna wear
buying
their
all of
shit.
these things.
Yes.
I mean, I even buy Rhode.
Yeah. I convinced my friend Jamie to get me one of her whatever chapsticks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
was $25, and I was like, "Could I get 2?" And she's like, "Sorry, girl, I don't have enough money for 2. I just got you 1." I'm like, "I love you, regardless. Thank you."
Yeah. Yeah.
$50
The lip
for
liner I'm wearing
chapstick?
right now was $6 in the drugstore department at Ulta. Okay?
Right.
Right.
Like I no. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
roll like that.
L'Oreal because you're worth it.
Right.
Do you remember that?
I'm worth the $6.
Yeah. I don't know. I buy Pantene shampoo
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Costco, right? And I use
Like
Dove
obviously
soap.
there are times when you want to splurge, right? And you want to treat yourself, but to buy hundreds of things for name brand that will do the same job as other things, it's astounding to me.
I live with this man.
He knows some
I know,
limits.
how lucky.
He does.
Do you know how much a stick of deodorant is at our house?
Oh my God, stop. He's gonna like call me out right now.
The
with my
deodorant is like $50.
No, my deodorant is not $50. It is expensive, but
Right.
it smells like roses and it works.
And it's $48.99. I mean,
That is right. And it did not
just
come from
kidding,
Shein.
maybe in Vegas.
oh, right.
No, it's $30, and which is insane. It's insane for deodorant.
That's what I have to pay for my special Carpe underarm antiperspirant. And it actually, guess what? I bought a new one that it's like a different kind of product that's supposed to be helping with sweating, and I didn't sweat that much at all today. And that was
Oh my God,
that was
congrats.
that was $26.
Congratulations. But I do have another plan for that. I am going to get a knockoff certification in Botox injections,
Ooh.
and we're going to fire those babies up on your pits here sometime.
Hey.
It just moves the sweat somewhere else.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
No, get that look off your face.
What?
Ain't nothing going in that mouth.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Are you sure it goes somewhere else?
Yes, like there's people who like get Botox in their armpits, and then like all of a sudden their back is sweating like crazy.
Well,
Really?
what if that's already? So do I get the Botox in the back?
I'm like sitting here, and then you're gonna start sweating out of your feet. Like I swear to God.
Yeah, you
I
won't be
can
able to
live with
walk.
that. I can live with.
Sweaty feet?
Ew.
Ugh.
I already have sweaty feet. I mean, it's not like a huge problem, but I mean, it's feet. The more you know.
Cool.
Cool.
You just keep
They're
smiling,
sweaty as
shining,
we
baby.
speak.
You got
I'm
it.
just kidding.
So, okay, so you're like economics. How do you feel about being 28 and being a billionaire?
I mean, Kylie Jenner was even younger when she became one.
She was the youngest billionaire.
But
You know, I don't really watch
did they put
closely these
self-made
people,
by
but it
her
just
name,
seems
like
like
how
they
they did
live
for
in.
Kylie Jenner?
Well, I think what Rhode ended up doing, when people make makeup brands, what they usually do nowadays, like celebrities used to just like release makeup brands and then like they would tank and all of a sudden it would just because it would end up costing them more money. Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian doesn't have a makeup line
Kim
anymore.
Kardashian doesn't have one
KKW.
anymore.
Wait, Kim Kardashian went sideways on the deal?
Well, a lot of the actually.
I think
Our
it was just Kim and
beloved
Kylie.
Jennifer Lopez had trouble?
I think Kim still has hers. She just rebranded hers to Skin.
Is Kim the one with the giant ass?
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's only at Sephora then, because it's not at Ulta.
No, it's like I think hers is only online.
Oh, maybe just on her
no,
website.
I think it's at Walmart.
Yeah.
I know
It's
she
at Walmart.
comes out with a lot
At
of
the checkout.
perfumes.
You're so funny. He's like, it's at Walmart.
In the checkout. It's a last minute purchase.
No, Kylie just came out with another fragrance, and that was really good. That smells really good.
Oh, is it the Cosmic?
Cosmic,
whatever?
and then Cosmic 2.0.
Yeah. But yeah, so they said that usually when they want to like now release a brand, they partner with it like a brand that already has establishments. So they take on the responsibility of the finances and they just use their name and likeliness.
That's what Kate Spade did, and then I
Yeah.
think she died.
Yeah.
I think that
now they use her name and likeness.
yeah, time and money can really backfire on a person, right?
Yeah.
And then how
Right.
much you actually need.
Right.
But I mean, she's got Bieberlicious, so
Right.
she's
well,
set.
so apparently Justin Bieber is broke. Like he had to sell.
Ain't broke no more.
Well, that's true.
He's got
Because
a
he
sugar
had
But
mama.
if she
sell-
keeps saying shit about her, he gonna be broke again.
He had to
Yeah.
sell his catalog, his music catalog, for $200 million because they said that he owed Scooter Braun up to $100 million in debt because of the tour that he canceled.
How do you
Oh,
piss
because
through
of
that kind of
his
money?
Bell's palsy shit.
No, I guess it was like it wasn't the Bell's palsy. It was like when he like took a break from like mental health or whatever,
Okay.
and so then he canceled the rest of the tour. But I guess like he owed the record company, the tour company, everybody like up to $100 million.
Most definitely, I understand that. I heard that
Yeah.
Bruno Mars is also broke.
Yes, Bruno Mars.
I
is
heard
also
that too.
broke.
But
Yeah.
does that surprise you?
No.
No.
And then did you see what was it? He was
Actually,
with
it
whom?
does kind of surprise me because Bruno Mars like has a really good legacy.
I guess
After
he had like
the-
a gambling problem though. Like that's what took him down this rabbit
Did
hole.
no
That's
one
what I heard
recall
anyway.
the performance with Lady Gaga?
Oh,
I mean, right?
yeah.
So are you still surprised after I remind you of that?
I guess not.
That was super gross. I
Yeah.
know you were into it, Faith. It wasn't for
Oh, what was
me.
that one song you surprised me with on one of these
Sexy
podcasts?
with Sexy Red.
Yes, these a while ago was a podcast episode where you started reading off lyrics or something, and I was
Where he was talking about, it was like about the pussy and stuff.
yeah, and I'm like
That was him.
That was not
Oh.
with Lady Gaga. That was with Sexy Red.
no, that
What was the one he did
all
with
on
Lady
its own.
Gaga?
That one was Hold
If
My
the
Hand.
world is ending,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That
be
was really good.
next
Oh,
to
that's right. He
you.
had the really horrible performance with that other person before he got up on
Yes.
stage with Lady Gaga. And
Correct.
she's like
Lady
standing
Gaga was
on the
great.
end of the corner
Yes.
crying, being
Yes.
like, what am I doing here with you?
Yes.
Excuse me, got that wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
It happens to me all the time. It's okay.
Yeah, no, literally. This is not a show. Blaine was like, do you like fact check during a show? And I'm like,
Oh
absolutely
God,
not.
no.
Absolutely
Was the
not.
song, did he say juicy in it a lot?
Yeah, it was like juicy, wet pussy.
Yes, it was a
Oh my
lot.
God, it's a lot.
Yikes.
But yeah, anyways, moving on. Congrats, Hailey, on your $1 billion
Yes.
company.
Faith will be supporting you immediately.
Yeah, she'll keep buying your $25 chapsticks.
I can't even get it anywhere. I had to like order it on the Rhode website because it's not at Ulta, and
Yeah.
that's like the main store
It's
I go
now
to.
it's now gonna be sold.
Oh, so wait.
since. Oh well,
You actually use this lipstick? Like chapstick?
Yes.
I have it on right now.
This
It's
brand?
on a,
You have it on right now?
Yes.
Oh my
yeah, no,
God.
I think it's called hot chocolate or something, and it's like a beautiful shade of brown.
yeah, I have that shade.
I'll wear it to the next
Hot
episode.
chocolate.
Yeah.
And it smells and
so
tastes fabulous.
with this brand deal, she actually is going to be selling. It's going to be distributed more places. First, starting at Sephora.
Okay.
So you'll be able to find Rhode at Sephora near you.
Gotcha.
Okay, moving on. So third story, the sad reason Taylor Swift avoided the AMAs revealed.
Ooh.
Okay, so it
This
says
is news to me.
yes. So Yahoo Entertainment reported that Taylor Swift's absence of the 2025 American Music Awards is reportedly linked to the ongoing drama with Blake Lively.
Okay, this is
So-
all making sense. Yeah.
Yes, once close friend, Swift found herself entangled in Lively's legal battle with her Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni. The situation escalated when the singer was unexpectedly hit with a subpoena related to Baldoni's countersuit, though it was eventually withdrawn. Now reports say that the spotlight surrounding the feud forced Taylor Swift's decision to skip the ceremony as she wanted to avoid the inevitable media questions about the saga because it's what anybody wants to talk about.
I don't blame her one fucking bit. But it's also
is that
sad that
the
she
real
had to
reason?
fucking miss it because of this drama shit.
Well, but honestly, I don't even know if that was the real reason because I
Right.
feel like, she
Right.
attended, when she released Midnights, she attended American Music Awards because she was going to win. She won so many awards that night. I think she won every single one that she was nominated for, which was 6 or 7.
Of course.
And so I feel like they are, like, behind the scenes, like, their publicists or people who work on their team are notified if they're going to win awards or not. And
Okay.
so that determines if they're going to show up to the award shows or not. I really
Right.
don't know if it was like really linked to the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni things, which I would love to talk to you about because I don't know if you like really know what's going on.
Well, no, so is this the one that the VMA that nobody attended
Or
that
the AMAs.
AMA that Jennifer Lopez
Yes.
did the shit show at?
Yeah.
And is it the one at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Las Vegas that
Correct.
nobody attended?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
And that's
so
the one.
And
so-
nobody watched.
okay, so wait
and
a
it
minute.
hasn't been presented in like what, 2 years you said?
Yeah, and since 2022.
Is
Yeah.
Taylor Swift not like a master in her artistry and in her marketing?
Right.
Right.
So do you think that maybe when she found out that this thing wasn't actually going to be recorded in real time
She
and that
probably
there's going to
knew.
be a lot of live streaming?
Yeah, she probably
She's like,
knew.
I'm just not going to go to this. And by
Right.
the way, I'm going to use this as my reason.
Right.
Right.
Well, you know that Baldoni made a statement within his court case saying that that Blake Lively threatened Taylor Swift to release 10 years of private text messages between them if she did not publicly support her. Because Blake Lively was getting canceled on the internet, and she said, if you do not like post something in support of me, I'm going to leak all these text messages. And do you know who, and it was like, do a close source that leaked it to the media. Do you know who was the close source that released it to the media? It was Scott Swift, Taylor Swift's dad.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Shit.
you're going to know the truth about this or not when she writes a song about it.
Well, so
Taylor Swift's 15-minute version of Blake Lively. Is that what's coming?
probably
15-minute
because
version.
honestly, like this is going to trial. They're going to trial next year. Sorry, March of 2026. These people are going to trial.
You know, so you have banter between two friends that
And it's sad because
was threatened to be put out to the world.
Taylor Swift is Blake Lively's godmother to her kids.
Yes.
Like, they're
And,
very close.
And like it's just so surprising because and honestly this behavior is not surprising. There was text messages that were leaked while Jesse Baldoni posted it onto that website that he launched. And you could read all the text messages between him and Blake Lively. And Blake Lively, the way she texted this man was so cringeworthy. Like she referred to Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds, her husband, as her dragons, and that she is like Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, and that she will use her dragons when she needs to. And they will always be by her side to protect her.
Well, I mean, so the thing about it is don't fuck with Swizzle, right? I mean,
Right.
haven't people learned that yet?
Right.
Yeah, right.
I mean, she changed the price of eggs, for God's sake.
No, literally. She has that power.
I didn't
Yes.
know that. Do I believe it? Of course. But, yeah, no. The more, it's kind of like just Jennifer Lopez. The more I hear about this Blake Lively shit, the more I'm just like starting to dislike her. I just don't. And then I
Right.
see her in different things, and I see her in a different way, in a different lighting. Like,
Right.
I thought she was a wonderful woman. I mean, maybe she still is. I don't know. But, and then you also think, like, Ryan Reynolds. Like, is he also a fucking douche if he's with
Right.
someone like this? I don't know.
Well, I think that it always
And we'll never
like,
know
these
because we
things-
truly don't know these people.
these
We
things with
really, really
cancellations on the
don't.
internet, it's like a pendulum, right? So like one side, like one day or 1 year, or a
Yes.
few months, like we all hate this one person, then all of a sudden it swings the other way, and then we all love
Right.
this person. This
Like
person's
Chris
like
Brown.
so phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right. Sure. I don't
Sorry.
know if that pendulum has ever came back.
To whom?
Chris Brown, the one that beat
You
up
love
Rihanna.
Chris Brown, for God's sakes.
I
You're
do
dialing up
not.
his music all the time, talking about Rihanna and Chris in the park, how it didn't
No.
happen.
I love Chris
No.
Brown.
No.
And he's
No.
free.
But yeah, so I guess
Is he
that
really?
He's out of the
Yeah,
jail.
he's out of jail.
Out of
With
the
a-
pokey?
From a $6.4 million bond. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Yes.
Borrowed the money from the Biebs?
Probably did he?
Maybe.
Did he?
Do not morph them together.
So yeah, I guess like Taylor Swift's like appearance, like her absence of appearance actually like disappointed a ton of fans because everybody thought that she was going to
Right.
announce Reputation Taylor's version at the AMAs.
Mm-hmm.
But like honestly, no.
It took place at the Fontainebleau Hotel. Who's going to that?
Right. I mean, the Fontainebleau is beautiful.
It is beautiful, but it has no venue or capacity.
That's what I
right?
thought. Like, how is it having a Fontainebleau? We've been there.
Right.
Where is
It's
the-
kind of
where
like
is the
giving
thing?
when they would do award shows during the pandemic and they only they didn't do anyone in the crowd because they
Right.
couldn't. They couldn't be next to each other.
Right.
Faith, you have walked up and down past that hotel many a time back before when we would take Ubers
Mm-hmm.
or even the city bus in Vegas. So
Yep.
you know exactly which hotel
I was
it is.
chafing along that way. Yeah.
Really? Ha ha ha! Yes, I remember the constant complaining.
And I'm like,
But I love you
can't walk
anyhow.
that fast. God damn it, my
You
thighs.
can't walk that fast.
I
But
had
the place we would go
blisters.
eat at the Peppermint was great, and we still did the smelled like
I
shit.
will
Yeah.
always
Peppermint.
stand by the peppermint. That was fantastic. That ice cream
SLS.
was bigger than all of our heads together. Like
Oh.
that
I
was
can't even remember it.
wild.
Yeah.
And in the morning, we'd get up, and Jolene would be gambling already with her booze and her
Oh,
Bloody
please.
Mary. She'd be
Oh,
knocking them
God.
down.
I,
Oh my God, she's gonna be listening.
you
to this being
guys
like,
have
what the
made
fuck?
me love Bloody Marys so fucking much. Like
I love
Isn't
Bloody
she
Mary.
wonderful?
I'm always craving them.
Do you remember the sofa in your room?
I do. I remember when you guys bought brand new luggage at Ross, and then you had me grab the luggage and took a picture of Brandon and I on the big
Yes.
Broadway walk, or this big strip, like along the strip. And I thought
I did
in my
that?
Celine
Yes.
Dion shirt, and
Oh.
I thought I was the hottest fucking shit right there.
I don't think people know this. Like when Blaine and I first started dating, I think it was like within that year, we all took a trip. Like Faith, Blaine, and I and my mom all took a trip to Vegas.
Yeah, it was
We
in
all saw-
Vegas is
2018.
great.
Yeah, and we saw Celine Dion and
Cher.
Cher.
We saw 2 Cirque du Soleil shows.
Soleil shows.
I also think about those a lot.
Are you
Yeah.
sure you don't want to come to see Barry Manilow?
You might be sitting by yourself,
I
though.
forgot.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care if she sits by herself. She'd be
It's
fine.
Vegas.
She could sit at home like she did that one night and like chill out by herself because she's all pissed about the chafing.
That chocolate cake was to die for. I do not regret that one fucking bit.
We really want you to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. When is that next weekend?
I'll send you the dates.
We'll send you the dates.
Okay.
We'll talk about this
I
off
need
camera.
at least a month notice.
Well,
Hey,
it's in
there's your
October.
notice.
Oh. Okay.
And you'd be flying. Okay, so we can get back to it in just a
Yeah,
second.
we're
You
gonna
cut
talk
it.
about no.
You can get back. You just
Bro,
be
we're
flying
gonna
out
talk
with
about
Green Bay with his
Okay.
mom.
We'll talk about that. We got
Fine.
like 5 more minutes.
That's it? He's got 2
And
more
we
topics.
have 2 more stories. Okay. Okay, moving on. Barbara Walters documentary revisits savage interviews with Taylor Swift, Trump, and the Kardashians, and more. So a new Hulu documentary is revisiting Barbara Walters' most scathing interviews with her decades-long career. In a sneak peek trailer for Barbara Walters Tells Me Everything, released on Wednesday, celebrities like Taylor Swift, the Kardashians, and now President Trump appears in the footage, highlighting the late broadcast journalist's most memorable sit-downs. Like her interview with Taylor Swift when she said, "I know you don't want to talk about the guys, but and I don't want to push it, but how are you ever going to find somebody?" And when she then said to the Kardashian family, "You can't act, you don't sing, you don't dance. Do you even have any talent?"
I forgot about that clip. I'm sorry.
Oh, Barbara Wawa
And
speaks
then-
the truth.
Yes. Yeah. And then she also goes back to Donald Trump's interview where she says that he lacks humility.
So it's.
Did you guys ever watch Barbara Walters?
Yes, of course.
Oh, she was so cool.
I didn't watch much. I would see like bits and clips of it. I didn't actually go out of my way.
She was not like intentionally evil, but boy, oh boy.
She was a hard journalist, but
Wow.
she was a real journalist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, she was there to like get a story.
And
she brought old Opie to tears.
Remind me again. Barbara Walters was before David Muir, right? Like that was the show.
Oh God, yes. Barbara Walters
Okay,
was like
I
93
do
years
remember
old when
watching
she
her a
kicked it.
lot. I do
Passed
remember
away.
watching
But was she the predecessor to David Muir?
Oh no.
No,
She
like
was
David Muir would do like the
time
weekends
ago.
or like holidays or something like that. I think.
No, Barbara Walters was
Well,
a
like this was like
long time
later
ago.
on, but
I think she's probably in the 80s, maybe 70s and 80s.
But she did like the world news.
yes.
No, I don't.
World
Brandon,
News
I'm really
with
sorry.
Barbara Walters. Because it's
Was
now
it
it's
really
World
that?
News David Muir.
Well, yeah, but you had David Muir, then you had Tom Brokenjaw, and then you had somebody else too.
that a
I think Barbara Wawa was in the 80s.
Wawa.
Yeah.
Well, she still worked up until like sometime in the 2000s because I do remember
She had the
watching
same hairstyle the
I mean,
whole
yeah,
time.
she was interviewing the Kardashians and Taylor Swift in
Yeah.
2014.
with the
yeah,
bob.
when she was asking like, "Do you drink?" and
Yeah.
and Taylor's like, "I mean, yeah, but I'm not like a really big drinker." And then people just
Yeah.
clung on to that.
Yeah,
and
they're
then
like,
when she's
"Oh my
like
God."
when she's like in her 30s and she's having a cocktail, she's going off the rails. Like, God
Yeah.
damn it, settle down. She said this when she was freshly 22. 22.
Oh
Exactly.
Lord.
Yeah.
That's probably the song about Barbara Walters.
Probably.
So, but do you think that like did you think that she had any point like cross the line? Like,
Barbara?
yeah.
With a
within
certain
her
person?
interviews.
Boy, I'd have
honestly,
to
I think they're
research
all-
that, but I would imagine.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's her job. She has to press these. She's got to
But I feel like journalists these days, like they really don't like they're sitting there. They like want to be like they're cookie cutter. Everybody gets like in the questions, like to the publicist or to them beforehand. Everything is so rehearsed.
Right.
I feel like Barbara Walters really sat down and you really didn't know what you were gonna get with her.
Yeah. Like
For sure.
they were probably sweating on what was going to be.
And that's
Yeah.
why it was riveting, right?
Yeah,
You'd
like,
watch
that's
her on
like the-
60 Minutes. You'd watch all of her specials,
Right.
right? I think she was on The View.
Was she?
God, I think so.
Okay. Interesting.
With Whoopi?
Or was
I
it
thought
the
was a
talk?
redhead.
What?
No, she might have been on the
Ozzy
top.
Osbourne's
She was
wife,
definitely
Sharon?
on one of them.
No. What's her name? I don't know her name. I don't know. The redhead from The View.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
thought that
don't
was
like
Ozzy
her.
Osbourne's
I don't think
wife,
anybody-
Sharon.
You don't think anybody likes her?
That's on The Talk with Julie Chen.
Cher is on The
sure
Talk?
she's not on
No.
The View? I think Sharon Osbourne's on The View.
Yeah.
Is that the one
Sharon
with
Osbourne
Whoopi
was
Goldberg?
definitely on something. Yes.
Hold on.
Love Sharon
Hold on.
Osbourne.
The
Totally
Talk.
insane. Awesome. That's a great show right there.
So Sharon Osbourne's on The Talk.
Well, fuck.
Can you look and see what
They're all the
Barbara
same.
Wawa was on? What show it was?
Barbara.
Okay. Was Raven Simone on The View, or was that The Talk? For a little while, Raven was on
Raven
one of
Simone
those.
was on the
Yeah.
Cosbys.
Yeah. She was
The-
she was on like
Wow.
either The Talk or The View. I can't remember which one.
Barbara Walters was on The View.
Yeah.
Good memory.
Well, I just remember
Wow.
anywhere Barbara Walters was at. I
Oh my
was.
God. Oh wait a minute. Sorry.
What year did she do the news?
You sound
Can
like
you see
Cardi
that?
B. Oh
Yeah.
my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Okay, so she was on The View from 1997 to 2014.
Wow.
Fuck.
And when right? She's
So
like
she
a
started her
million.
career.
Yeah, that was almost 20 years.
She started her career in 1951 and retired in 2016.
Hell yeah.
Wow. So when did she do world news?
Okay, hold on. So she was ABC News from 1976 to 1978, and then she started doing the 2020 specials in 1979, and then she did that until 2004.
So 2020 was where it was
Yeah,
at.
2020 is like where her specials were.
That's where your interviews that were really
Yeah.
juicy were,
Got it.
right?
Yeah.
And they would have snippets around what she would say, and you'd be like, "Oh shit, you're gonna say that?"
Yeah.
Back when we had commercials on TV,
Right.
You guys remember commercials, right? Where
Well,
show
of
you
course
a
they
little
have
bit?
them back. They're now on streaming.
So
Yeah, we're gonna
sad.
dial those up now.
Yeah. So, anyways, we can learn all about her career in her new documentary on Hulu.
Love that for her.
We won't watch. I won't watch it, but
Wait a minute, she has a documentary coming out.
yeah.
That's
She's
what
dead.
that's
Well,
what
she's
led
dead,
the
but
story.
her-
Yeah.
yeah.
This is like that Michael Jackson thing where we're gonna go to Las Vegas and watch
listen,
him do
that-
his show.
No, that was a hologram, and they did that with
God,
Tupac.
no, I watched like Heath Ledger's documentary. I watched Patrick Swayze. I did Chris Farley. I am a sucker, or Paul Walker. Like I am a sucker for a dead person's documentary.
You know,
I
Okay.
also
I
love
watched
them.
this documentary.
I love them like as actors as well. So I was always fascinated.
This is the story of their life through
So-
someone else's lens.
Right.
Yes, and like
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
stories.
it's like the Britney
through
Spears
them.
documentary. It's like everybody who was a close source to her. It's not actually her telling her story.
I did watch that one too.
Right on.
Never.
Unlike Demi Lovato.
I've never watched a Demi Lovato one, just because like
She has 3 of them.
I know I never watched one.
Brandon loves Demi Lovato.
And no, and
Congratulations,
she
Demi,
just
she
got
got married.
married. She looked beautiful.
She got married over the weekend.
Yep.
But anyways, no, you said Heath Ledger. Did you know that Mary-Kate Olsen was involved in Heath Ledger's death?
Okay, no, that's like allegedly, but they were
It's
seeing
allegedly,
each other
but
at that time.
he was at her apartment.
Or they're like boozing
not
it up
where
and
he was
shooting it
found
up or what?
dead, but he was there like day of, I think. But he was like
Yeah.
out, and this is when he just got done filming the
No,
Joker.
no,
or
he
The Dark Knight.
was found dead at her apartment.
Oh, I
Because
heard
it was her maid came in to and she's the one that found her, and instead of calling the police, she called Mary Kate right away.
Wait a minute, I thought they were real churchy.
No.
No, I
On
always
family
heard.
family
Hold on, I'm Googling this.
House
Hold
of
on.
Few.
But can I tell
What's
you
it
my
called?
story? Can I tell you my story?
Yeah.
Before you fact check it, I was always
Yes.
told that he went through a big depression because he got into like such a dark role of the Joker for the Dark Knight, and then he was on all these medications, and he wanted just to exclude himself, and he was at like this motel or hotel, and he overdosed on all of them, and that the cleaning service found him. That's what I heard.
Full House. It's Full House. It
Okay.
was the sister
Yes,
from
Michelle.
Full House Faith.
You got it, dude.
No. The churchy one was the older sister.
Candace?
Not a Mary
Or
Kate
Judy?
Nancy. Candace.
Okay.
Candace.
okay.
There it is.
You're right. You're right.
But
and
your
I'm wrong.
story, yes. No, but you're also
DJ,
right. It was the
was her
drugs.
name in Full House. DJ.
DJ. Okay. Yes, but you're right about the Heath Ledger thing.
Okay, so
I thought it was in a
you're-
car.
So you're right because he died in his apartment, but
Oh,
when
his
his
apartment. I thought it was
masseuse came, masseuse came to do his massage, and was found unresponsive, instead of calling 911, she called Mary Kate Olsen first.
Oh, okay. Our two stories kind of like intertwined.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is a
Yes.
little weird that the masseuse would call.
Yeah,
Maybe
Right.
I don't know.
that's
Well,
the whole
maybe, like,
thing.
that was the
and
speed
do you
dial.
know that Mary Kate never ever had to like answer any questions to police. She
I believe
refused
that.
to do it.
Those
She said
Olsen
that
twins
in
are
order,
probably one of the most powerful siblings.
her
in
lawyer,
America.
she lawyered up the moment that he died.
That's smart.
She lawyered up the moment that he died, and then her lawyer said that the only way that she is going to speak to police or anybody is that if she gets immunity.
I mean, that's really smart, right? The mistake was made. The masseuse called her.
Right.
Right? It's like when you were violently ill the other night, I called our friend.
So she called Mary Kate, and Mary Kate, instead of calling 911, sent her bodyguard to the apartment.
Okay, so
I mean, weird.
what if the masseuse was just like, she knew how in love Mary Kate and Heath were? It's like if something happened to Brandon, obviously you want to know, and then you want to call the police. I don't know. So you don't find out through the police? Maybe that's what's
like
going
emergency
on.
response, like when like emergency response person, like if like emergency contact.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what the proper
In case of
order would be.
emergency, an
In the
ice
moment
person.
that shit's happening, I don't know that you can really think clearly
Right.
in
Right.
certain
Moment, yeah.
situations,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Who are you going to
So,
call? And you're like,
we
oh my
wanna-
God, this person's
we
already
wanna
gone. What are you going to do?
The most dramatic way possible for these scenarios.
Right.
But maybe it was just
Really nothing. It's
on
just,
the
like, all
whim.
circumstantial.
She just didn't know.
Yeah. But anyways, sorry, I just had to like add that in because
I enjoyed it.
I watched this like documentary about the American whatever.
Now, don't forget
That's
Faith
all right.
has
I love
topics
Heath
too.
Ledger. It's
Okay, so our fifth and final story, but besides from Face, Todd and Julie Chrisley are pardoned by Donald Trump
did hear
in
that.
bank fraud tax evasion case.
I love that.
So the longtime couple who reported to prison in January 2023 has been pushing appeal for their case since their 2020 conviction. What was that? Todd and Julie Chrisley have officially been pardoned with our ongoing case. On Tuesday, May 27th, President Donald Trump announced that he had granted Todd and Julie full pardons. The longtime couple were previously convicted for tax evasion and bank fraud in 2022 before reporting to prison in January 2023. Donald Trump quotes, they were given pretty harsh treatment based on what I'm hearing. It's a terrible thing, but it's a great thing because your parents are, because he did actually call the Chrisleys' daughter, who has been very vocal in the media saying that her parents did not deserve to go to prison. The president called her and said that, I'm going to get your parents free and they're going to be free and clean.
Faith, what's your take on that?
Okay, how long did Martha Stewart last in the brig? Because
I got another one for you too. No.
Blaine has a good one.
Also, Sean Kingston and his mom are in jail right now because of that. Are they gonna get a pardon? No.
Right.
Anna,
but are they
Delphi.
in custody in America or in Jamaica, where he's from?
So Chrisleys stole
What was that?
36. Chrisley stole
Chrisleys.
36 Christy. Which
Whatever,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
the
that's
guy
okay,
that
that's
looks
okay.
like he's had so much Botox.
The guy who seems
The
to be
work
a
is
homosexual, but isn't.
so bad. Okay, $36 million did 2 years full pardon. Anna Delphi stole $260,000 and did 18 months. Okay, so he stole They stole $3.6 million a year for 10 years. She's told $260,000. This is not even close.
And they submitted fraudulent documents.
This shit ain't even close, okay? And you're right, Martha Stewart, she is a powerhouse. I'm told that her special is incredible.
What about Jen Shaw? She's like a Real Housewives who was convicted for tax evasion, and she's in prison right now too. Same with the Holmes girl. What is that? The girl who created the blood thing?
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
that documentary. What's her
Absolutely.
name?
I don't remember her name.
What thing?
Theron?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Theronius or something?
Yeah. And she's in prison.
Yeah. Faith, do you know who we need to crack into this with us? Judy Burton.
My grandma.
We need Brandon's grandma to dial
We
in
need
on
her
this.
opinion.
We're going to get Jolene and Judy in a room,
She's
and
the
we're going to
next
dial it up
Martha
because
Stewart.
Judy
I
knows.
love her.
Oh, grandma, I love you.
Also, they were supposed to be in there, the Chrisleys or whatever, till
Yeah.
2035. They were supposed
Yes.
to have a 10-year sentence.
Yes.
I think he got 15 years and she got 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
got
Well, I cost average it out. It was
Because-
$3.6 million a year.
Yeah. So she like so
what was her take in it? Even though she was the wife, like, I just want to know.
she
like,
was like a
Yeah,
guilty
she was
by-
there.
Yeah, she was like an accomplice.
Right. You know, the shit's happening. You just don't say nothing. You just keep eating
Yeah.
the sandwiches
Oh,
and, you know,
I feel
buying
like she
your
would have
cars
had
and
a
stuff.
shorter sentence since she wasn't
She
actually
did. She had
doing
10
the paper.
years.
I know, but I feel like it should be shorter. Like, maybe she would have the 2 years, and then he'd do the full
Right.
shit.
Well, do you know
the
what's
full
so funny?
9
When like
yards.
these people create these crimes, they do not have to pay this money back.
So I just don't understand how they
Stop,
get
you're
out
making me
from
wanna
this.
throw
How do
up.
you ever...
They don't pay the money back.
But this is also giving White Lotus the rat trays
It
or
is
whatever
giving
their
White
last
Lotus.
name is.
Remember when the last White Lotus season when he like created like he had bank fraud?
Well, that
Wait,
and he
or
was
did he?
trying to
$1
kill
million?
Oh,
himself,
yeah,
and he
but how
almost
did
killed
that
his
end up?
fucking son.
And his
Yeah.
penis was fake.
I missed it. I was on my phone, and then everyone's like, "Did you see his penis?"
Rewatch
last night?"
it.
I can't. Which episode was it? I've been trying to skip.
Just Google it.
It's literally
Dude's
the first, like,
penis.
5 minutes.
I should just
Third season.
I don't know how to go into incognito mode on my phone.
That's
Oh
a
my
thing.
God, Faith.
Anyways.
Too late
But
for
yeah,
you.
so the Chrisleys pardoned. So how do you? Okay, so like everybody feels as if this is like insane,
Yeah, it's wrong. But of course,
it's wrong.
white power. So
right?
at its finest,
White Southern power,
yes.
White Southern power.
because she has his Savannah Chrisley, the daughter. She has been like ever since her parents' sentencing has been like very vocal about how wrong it was, blah blah blah. But she is also a huge advocate for Donald Trump.
Most definitely. And that's what got his eye. Like, she'll bring in more voters. Let's
Right.
do this.
Right.
I
So
can't.
The question is, you know, and I know, did it actually go that way? Because public perception for you and I are from the normal person is how disconnected people are from reality,
Yeah.
right?
right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But
And
yeah.
you asked earlier about a young person having $1 billion. The song is called Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Yeah, we had that song on repeat. the other
Right.
day.
And we also listened to Baby, not Baby Baby. Like, we'll roll down the top in the convertible and we'll do, whoa, Faith.
Oh.
That's right. And
Sounds
just
like a
jam it,
Hannah
oh
Montana
baby.
transition.
It's the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was into a big Patsy Cline vibe the other day on a rainy day. Whenever there's a rainy day, I just always listen to Patsy Cline. I love me some Patsy.
Which Patsy Cline song is your favorite?
Oh God. Walk In at Midnight. Always the classic Crazy. What's this other one? Something about Sally, not Sally, maybe Suzanne. I don't know. My mom had this whole CD of hers, and I would listen to it all the time. So I never got to see like the names of the songs, but I could tell you, I could sing every track of that CD.
Mm-hmm.
Is
I love
Patsy still alive?
Oh God, no. Plane crash.
So, does she have a...
Oh shit.
She's what?
Plane crash.
Yeah, Goose went into
Oh,
the motor.
shit, that's right.
That's why my dad is deathly afraid to fly in planes. One of the main reasons is Patsy Cline. He thinks
That's insane.
with his
Really?
luck, a goose will go into the motor and the plane will go down. He thinks it's the Jerome curse. And I'm like, I can't with you. And he has like a best
What
friend.
Jerome has went down in flames?
Jerome.
Also, I'm probably one of the very few Jeromes that have actually flown on a plane. I'm not gonna
That's so true.
Also,
That's
my
a
dad,
great- yeah.
none of his siblings have ever learned how to swim. And he thinks
Oh.
that if the plane
Oh.
goes down, he'll just sink like a rock and die.
Well,
I
that's
understand.
Like the worst. That's the worst thing to do
Man,
is like
I
fall
know.
into the ocean.
Also, that's the third shout out to you, Dad. I love you.
Are you counting?
What's that?
Did you really have 3 today?
3 shout outs. Yeah, remember I talked about his
Jerome,
Playboys before.
Thomas, Jerome.
We
Yeah.
have to
Playboy
like, summarize at the end
stack.
of the episode of all the things we talked about Thomas.
That's
Oh, God.
awesome.
Anyway, love you.
Yeah.
But
So you guys, that's our episode.
yeah. Oh, just one spin into it. I know we're already at our limit, but
No, you're good.
did you hear? So Hailey Bailey, that's the one who was the live action Ariel for Little Mermaid.
Yes.
So
Terrible.
she has just put in a file, or she just filed in a what's the word called? A restraint order on her baby daddy.
Oh, thank God. He sucks.
Yeah, no, he was super abusive.
Chris
There was,
Brown?
like-
No. Well, no, honestly.
no, truly, like all these baby daddies are terrible. I think we even made an episode talking about how terrible her baby daddy was.
Yes.
Or
I
was
think
that
so. I
Nicki
think,
Minaj?
yeah.
I don't know.
Both.
But so apparently he was super abusive. Like there was a statement that they were in the car, she was driving, and he took her head and smashed it into the steering wheel, and it even chipped
my
her
God.
tooth. So she had proof that it chipped her tooth and shit. And she also didn't want him alone with their son because she thinks like he has tendencies of to go and abduct him because it's happened before where he's just picked him up and never
Wow.
told her where they were and shit like that.
That's crazy.
It just goes to show you, no matter who you are, lives
Yeah.
can still be super fucked up.
super
Yep.
fucked up.
And
Yeah.
that one girl from that Jessie show, Sky Jackson, she just put in
Yes.
a restraining order on her baby daddy.
Listen, she's a train wreck.
I didn't even
She's
know
like-
she
she's
had a
going to
baby.
be-
I thought she was still
she's
8
gonna
years
be like
old
an
on the
Amanda
Disney Channel.
Bynes. She's gonna be like an Amanda
You think
Bynes.
so?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry, girlfriend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and we love Amanda Bynes.
I know. Amanda just posted for the first time a little while ago. Something about her eyebrows growing back or something.
Thank God.
And she's
But you
like,
pluck
okay,
'em or
anyway,
something?
thanks, guys. Bye.
I love her content. It's so funny. It's like it's
Hey,
just
guys,
so
I
funny.
just wanted to come in and tell you that my eyebrow, I'm so excited. No, it was about her bangs. My bangs are starting to grow out. So that's great. I hope you guys are all having a great night. Okay, bye.
That's her content. Like that's her TikTok. I have to show Blaine. Like it's so funny.
Oh, God, I love her. I still love you to death, Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda Bynes, comedic queen.
I know. I'm waiting for her glow up like Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, because Lindsay Lohan looks phenomenal.
Keep waiting.
My favorite fun fact about Lindsay Lohan that I like to spew onto people is whenever we're watching Her Be Fully Loaded, and I would tell them, did you know she filmed this entire movie on crack? That
God.
and that is an American hero right there. You're looking at an American hero.
American
Oh
hero.
my God.
She's done unspeakable things.
What
but-
didn't she do on crack?
I couldn't be
Right.
prouder. Like, this is amazing.
No, honestly, that's our girl. That's our girl.
When do you get to watch that documentary?
True.
Well, she had a docu-series with Oprah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yes, and it was really good.
I loved her reality show in Turks and Caicos.
Oh yeah, on MTV.
I know, it
Yeah,
never got picked up for another season. Fuck, it
I
was
know.
so good.
Totally fair.
Did she ever have a good song?
Rumors.
No, that was a
Oh my God.
Um,
and the one and
every song
Confessions of a
on-
Teenage.
Yes, every song on
Every
a
song on
teenage
Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. That girl was a
Girl
one
was a
child
wild
seed that
child.
got to
Yes.
find yourself.
Yes.
Get it, Faith?
And then on Freaky Friday.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yes.
Dun dun. Dun dun. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Again,
I
these
wanna
people don't want to hear me
get out.
sing.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You are
On and
iconic.
On and on.
Exactly. We have to see. You have to come down here for Freakier Friday.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna come and tell you. Yeah.
Okay, so
When is that? So that I
In
like
August. It's
dial
in
it in the
August.
calendar. Okay.
yeah,
So you better
in August.
free up that calendar.
yeah,
We love having you.
true. Okay, you guys, I think that's our episode.
Yes, how
Thank
exciting.
you, Blaine, for attending this episode.
Thank you so much. You added so much character to this episode.
Yeah,
Thank
you've been such a
And
treat.
You gave such like good like insight on how to
Yes.
look at certain things, aspects of
Yeah,
things. Because Brandon and I
sure.
would probably just cut to it and be like, oh, yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's messed up. Okay,
Yeah,
anyway,
literally.
should we move on?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you both
Oh my
very
God.
much
Oh,
for
the-
having
the
me.
sun
It
is
is an
setting.
honor. Oh my goodness, it's golden
It's
hour.
golden
for
hour for
Faith.
Faith.
Golden hour. Look at those eyes. Can we have one more wink, Faith?
I can't see you. I looked at the sun.
Awesome. Look at those apples glow. You
Oh
look
my gosh. Well, this is not going to be the last time Blaine's on the podcast. I am
No,
for
this is fabulous.
sure.
We must have him
Yes.
again.
Yes.
You
Thanks for
should
having
stick
me.
with the pink
Yes.
shirt. It looks fabulous on you. Very
Yeah,
cute.
You want me to
pink
wear the
is
same
so
pink shirt next
cute.
time?
Yes,
Okay.
that should be
I'll
the
put it on.
iconic
I'll
look.
Yes.
I will even wear the same underwear. Oh wait, I'm not wearing underwear.
Oh,
Ooh.
you're giving a Miley Cyrus moment. I don't think I forgot anything except to wear underwear. Bye.
Oh my god. Love her.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening, watching this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Chat Club. And we are available anywhere you get your podcast. Apple's podcast, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast. We're also available to watch on YouTube, youtube.com/at The Chat Club Podcast.
Yes.
Make sure you check out everybody on social medias, Blaine and Brandon and Faith Jerome. Yes, thank you guys so much for listening and watching.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Bye, guys.
Catch you later on the
Bye.
next one. Bye.